Welcome back guys, Amar here for Magic Coding, and in this episode or lesson we are moving on with our angry block. As you know, we done like our shot count, we done our ball count, we done our block count, but the thing is with our balls count, we are stationary with only 5 blocks, with only 5 balls. Today is the day when we change that. Vote for me right now. Just kidding. So today we are gonna go ahead and create our how I'm gonna call it, extra ball progress, which we are gonna add to our cannon. So same as we add our shot count text and our ball count, we are gonna add our extra ball progress. So go ahead and create a UI. Actually, I'm just going to copy this and delete the text change the name to extra ball progress, like this. Put it to be, let's say, minus 1.5. Width and height will stay the same. Everything else will stay the same. Except we'll add the script, but we will do it later on. First, we're going to do the UI part. Then we're going to add our UI image. So add UI image. And this will not be the image, of course. We're gonna change the name of our image to extra ball bar, and source image will be rounded rect, which is actually this, except width and height, or actually the scale itself will be a lot smaller. So let's say like this. As for the width and height, I'm gonna say, or maybe I can even change the scale itself, or actually I'm gonna leave it like this and actually change the width and height, like 600 and 120 height, and this will be our extra ball, but it's kind of small, I think, so I'm gonna add 6020 my baby with 130. Yeah, this looks a bit better, but I'm gonna put it a bit more down, minus 1.6. And pretty much I'm satisfied with that, except I'm gonna have the transparency to 140, so it's not like not white as much. And then I'm gonna add extra ball inner, so that will be UI image again, which will be our square, like this square, and we will say 31 width and 170 height. As for the pivot on the axis, will be 0, like this, and anchors will be 0 here and 0 there. So you can start from the left side. So 31 width and 170 for the height. Actually, I'm gonna keep this at 600 and 117, so I do not accidentally do something that I should not do. As for the extra ball inner, we're pretty much done, except we have to add here a mask. We'll add a mask so it looks like nicer, as you can see, because if I remove the mask, it will be outside of it. If I add the mask, that will be inside. And now when we increase the width, extra ball will increase, except we're gonna change the color of our extra ball inner, and that will be F2, so F2 CD7C, that will be hexametal colors, and that will be the color that I will be using for this game. Now if you don't like it, you can always change it, play around, but I'm pretty much satisfied with this. And what's the idea behind this? Well, basically the idea is when our width and height gets to the end, we're gonna increase our ball. So if we had 5 balls, we hit the whole thing. Then we're gonna go back to beginning, and we can start all over again with our 6 balls, and that will be pretty much it. Now to do that, we're gonna go to our script, then UI script, and create a C# script that will be called progress. I was kinda not decisive. Do you want to put this in gameplay or UI? Because it's kind of both. It has something to do with UI and it has to do something with gameplay. But never mind, I'm gonna keep it like this, so go ahead and open up our progress. Now that we are in our progress script, you may be in MonoDevelop or Visual Studio, it doesn't even matter. We're gonna add our public, so go ahead, add public, rec transform, so rec transform, extra ball inner, like this. So inner with two N's, not two E's. Then we're gonna have our private game controller that we're gonna call game controller. Then we're gonna have some floats like private float current width. Then we're gonna add width, so add width, and last but not least, total width. So width like this. So, I mean, you can add it with commas, you can go ahead and add private float, add width separately. I mean, it doesn't really do anything differently, except here we have only one line, and like that we will have more lines. But they're basically all about the width, so I put them in one line. So yeah, go ahead and do what works out for you. Now inside of our awake function, we're gonna say that our game controller equals to game object dot find, and we are searching for the game controller. So game controller dot get component, and we're getting the game controller script like this. Then we are gonna and then in our void start, we are gonna say I'm sorry about this. I'm having a bit problems with my neck, should I say, or yeah, neck. Where we're gonna say that our extra ball inner dot size delta equals to new vector 2, my bad, which will be 31 and then 117, which is default. Then we're gonna say that our current width equals to 31 and our total width equals to 600 and 600, not 600 and nothing. Then inside of our update function, we're gonna check if our current width is greater or equals to, so it's greater or equals to total width. So if that happens, then we're gonna say that our game controller dot balls count plus, so we're gonna increment our balls count, and we're gonna say that our game controller dot balls count text dot text equals to game controller dot balls count dot toString. Simple. And we're gonna say that our current width equals to 31, so we're gonna put it back to normal. Then we are gonna check if our current width is greater or equals to add width, not a question mark, but greater than our add width. We're gonna say that our add width plus equals to 5, and then extra inner dot size delta equals to new vector 2, which will be our add width and our 117 on the Y. Else if that is not true, we're gonna say that our add width equals to our current width, so equals to our current width, command current width. So that will be it for our update function. Now last function that we will have is our public void, so public void, where we're gonna increase current width like this, then open parentheses and open up our curly brackets. And here we're gonna say that int add random, so int add random equals to random dot range, and then here I choose from 80 to 112. Now it's up to you if you want to change these numbers or testings around, but I was pretty satisfied with this. Now our current width equals to add random, so add random, not width, plus 31 plus current width, and then we're gonna get percentage of 576 f, or actually just 576, but I'm gonna leave it as float. So what is happening through our script? Well, first of all, we have instantiated our extra ball inner is equal to 31 by 117. Our current width is 31 and total width is 600. If our current width gets passed or equals to total width, then we will increase our balls count. I'm gonna put our current width back to default. Now, to do that, to our eyes, or actually with our UI, then we're gonna have our separate function, which is gonna check if our current width is greater than our add width. If that is true, we're gonna increase add width by 5. And then we're gonna say that our extra ball inner equals to new vector 3 and add width. So as much current width we have, that's gonna be same amount as our add width, because we're gonna increase it. And if we get past it, we're gonna put it again to be same as our current width. So let's see, for example, I'm gonna go back to extra ball inner. If, for example, we destroy ball and we get 80 width, it'll go slowly 5 plus 5 plus 5 till we get to 80. I mean, we have 31 plus 80, that means 111, like this. And then if we add like 69 more, then we're gonna go back to 117, 19, I mean, or actually 17, I don't know what it is, did I say 69 or what number? I don't even remember, but you get the idea. We'll go slowly until we get to the limit. And that is the ideal what I want to happen. And then we're gonna have our public void increase current width that we're gonna use in our block. So every time we destroy a block, we're gonna search for our game object. So game object dot find, and we are searching for the extra ball progress dot get component, getting its progress, and then open parentheses dot increase current width, and that will be it. Voila. So yeah, that will be it. As I said, now we can go back to Unity, choose our extra ball inner, add our progress, and test things around. So add our progress script, extra ball inner, just add it, save it up, and let's start our game to see if it's working or not. So if I hit one of the balls, we destroy it, it increases, and when it's increased till the end, we get 6 balls, and right now we have 6 balls on. Now if I go ahead and destroy some more, we should get 7. But are they actually 7 balls? So let me go ahead and test. Yep, they are 8 and before 7 balls. So yeah guys, that will be it for this video. I'm Amar, and I hope to see you in the next one. Next one with you, of course.